But Britt Baker was out on commentary next for the Big Swole versus Leva Bates match. Very quick, Big Swole won.
Yes.
This was not the first step towards Double or Nothing I was hoping for.
Someone must have the flu.
So we got taken to task last week a little bit because we criticised AEW for not promoting the Nyla Rose-Chris Statlander match. And a lot of people messaged us. We had some of our own website writers message us being like, guys, Statlander had the flu. That's why she wasn't on the show. And so our argument, or your first comment was, what's FLU? Is that some indie promotion? Very, very clever. But our argument is, video package. Nyla Rose could have cut a promo. You could have done anything. Statlander didn't need to be there. Cody wasn't on the show. He got a video package.
Yeah. It's getting to the point now where you either do this better or you're just like New Japan and you don't have a women's division.
There it is.
Because you're treating this women's division like how WWE treat cruiserweights.
Yeah. Or they treated their women's division 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, that's they're not sexualizing or anything.
No, but they are treating it with the same level of like disdain of like, because Vince McMahon's whole deal was, we've got to put a match on the card because otherwise people complain if we don't.
Disdain feels strong. It's more just like they don't care.
Yeah.
And that's
it's indifference.
Yeah, it's indifference. And they like, well, but it's what we can't not. So here's a match.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it's a bit like how Ring of Honor treated their women's division when they were like, they made this sort of big song and dance, we're going to do Women of Honor. Then they couldn't sign any names, so then they were like, yeah, well, it's there. We'll still sort of do it.
Maybe all of their hype and pomp and circumstance when AEW first launched and Brandy Rhodes said we're going to have the best women's division in the world was because they thought they could sign more people. And a lot of those women just went to WWE instead.
Yep.
So you've got, but you've got talent. Like, I really like Big Swole. I think she's got something. She's green, but Statlander's gotten over. Shanna, I love Shida. Shida's my favourite.
Yeah.
Nyla Rose, champion. Rio's fantastic.
Yuka Sakazaki, like they've got.
Britt Baker has found her character now.
If you go onto AEW's website and you look at their women's roster, you've actually got quite a stacked roster there that you could do something with. But it's like, when you come to these booking meetings, this is almost like, we spent so much time doing what we're doing for the main event, what's Moxley doing, what's Jericho doing, what's the Young Bucks are doing, that by the time you get to the women's division, we haven't got time, we've only got 5 minutes left of this meeting. I guess we'll just put Big Swole and Leva Bates out there for a quick match.
Yeah, so if you take the women's stuff out of this, like the controversy, it's a 5 out of 5 episode for me. I thought this was an extraordinary episode. But because of how just sort of an afterthought they're making the women's division, and it's been going on for so long now, I've got to make it a 4 out of 5, which is a shame because I loved the rest of the episode so much.
Yeah, it was one line in my review. This because the company put so much focus on other stuff that you also then in your sort of recap also have to put focus on that same stuff. Like, what else was there for me to say about she was dressed like Storm? Like, that's pretty much the only extra thing you could say.